MovieWeb.com.
These are the most secure buildings on Earth. The White House, the Pentagon, the Kremlin, and George Lucas's Skywalker Ranch.
It started as the ultimate heist.
Linus laid the whole thing out in 5th grade.
What's your game plan?
We storm the ranch or we die trying.
This is a suicide mission.
It will become the ultimate road trip.
Strap in, fellas.
So it's been quite a journey for you guys. It's been almost 3 years since your first
Really?
First
Is that it?
Is that it? Yeah.
Oh man. Wow. You're telling me.
So I mean, like, what? I mean, how does it feel like to actually have this finally be released after such a long time?
Like this.
Yeah. Either that or it's like, it's so funny. It's like they were like, yeah, we're doing a press day for Fanboys on Thursday. It's like, great, okay, cool. Wait, what? What?
Yeah, excuse me?
I don't remember anything.
I know. It's funny, through all these interviews, random little things are popping up in my head.
It's
like,
weird.
Oh, right, that happened.
So yeah, so it's been quite a journey for this this whole movie as a whole. It was like 3 years ago that you guys were filming this, something like that.
Oh yeah.
So like, what does this actually feel like to finally have this released now and actually in the theaters?
You know, it's bittersweet. I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that when I get to the premiere that they're not gonna be all, we're pushing it off for a month. That would be a lot of fun. No, I'm psyched it's coming out. Are you crazy? I think that, you know, it's long overdue. The fans have been picketing, and they're getting crazy, man.
Give it to me. Midnight, another day down.
Oh, okay. Official episode 1 countdown. 6 months, 12 days, 8 hours, and some change.
I would sell my soul to see that movie right here, right now.
You know, we could see the movie.
Please, not this again.
Oh, yes, please, this again.
Imagine it. We drive across the country in one night. We break in to the Skywalker Ranch and steal ourselves a prince!
There's been just a huge response for this. Like they were talking about like the different cuts of the movie, and like the fans really want to see this. So like, have you guys had any experiences like on the street, like of people that actually really want to see this that have come up to you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I go into this comic book shop in LA for years now, and every time I walk in, the nice thing is once the guys at the comic book shop heard about this movie, they were like, I was like, hi, I'll take these 20 comics. They're like, cool, we're just gonna charge you $2 to tell us exactly what's happening with Fanboys. So I've used like the news of Fanboys as ransom to get my comic book.
Yeah. And just lies.
Yeah, just lies. I'm like, oh yeah, it's crazy. They're gonna add in a whole extra Darth Vader scene, and we're gonna have lightsabers, and they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, give me that right there,
exactly.
that right there.
I'll take that.
Thank you.
Right, that first run Spider-Man.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. No, actually, it's been overwhelming for me. It's weird. It's like people, like, you know, I grew up in New Hampshire, and every now and then I go back there, and I remember recently, this was really funny. I was, you know, there's this recycling center in the dump that you go to, and you know, I'm like, got a full beard and my winter hat, and I'm like, you know, going to the dump. And this kid who's working at the recycling center is like, hey, when's Fanboys coming out? I don't know. I think it's coming out in February, but this is over Christmas. It was so weird. But that's like, seriously, that's just one of like thousands that on the street in LA all the time. People come up to me. It's really strange.
Have you gotten a lot of response from like just like being like just on the street, like people ask you like when's this movie coming out? I was talking to Sam and Chris, and they were like, they have people come up on the street all the time saying like when's Fanboys coming out?
It's really sad too. Yeah. And like some guy will walk up, you know, comes out of a comic store, and we'll start like tugging and say, Sir, do you know when Fanboys is coming out? And they're always like, whoa, why do you sound like George Harrison? I was going for an Oliver thing. Can I have some more Fanboys? What am I doing? What is this accent? I can't. Can I have some more Fanboys, sir? That's a little better.
There you go. It's like, what about like there's just an insane amount of cameos in this. Like,
I know.
I mean, you see the trailer and you see these people, and then you see the movie, and it's like, well, there's even more. And it's like, what was just having all these people around? Like, what was that whole thing like with Seth and everyone? I could go on forever.
Oh yeah. I mean, you had the category of cameo where they were like Star Wars legends that were on set. Then you have like then you had like Star Trek legends.
Yeah.
And then you had, you know, people who are great comedy guys who are out today. And, you know, mostly, you know, it was awesome to hang out with, like, go get lunch with Billy D. Williams, you know, and shoot the stuff about Cloud City, you know, his wild days in Bespin.
No. No?
No, I'm not going.
This is a conquest for the ages. Our name shall become legend, spoken in hushed tones by nerds across the galaxy.
And we'll get laid.
More than we've ever been laid.
Okay, please stop that.
Sorry, I was getting into that.
Check this out, man.
Floor plans to Lucas Ranch. Question you gotta ask yourself is, do you have the nutsack to go through with it?
So would you like to say to like the fans to try to get this out in as many theaters as possible?
Go see the movie. Yeah.
Please,
Well, the only
watch it, go see
right.
the movie. Yeah.
The only chance we have, I think, of getting it released wider is if people actually crowd the theaters for this little tiny run. And right, exactly. And then also, like, it's a movie that I think it will be bigger than just Star Wars fans. You know, it should be. It's you know, it speaks to everybody. It's a nice little movie.
Fanboys.
Come on! Quick, into the garbage chute!
I have a bad feeling about this.
You guys don't think that we are in George Lucas's trash room?
The walls are not going to close in on us.